The first army of Châtellerault is in North Africa, in Annaba to be precise, along the coast across from Corsica. Hey everybody, Realm Builder Guy here, and welcome back to the channel. It is the year 1257, and Henri II, King of Aragon, Plantagenet and Angevin in all his glory, is currently involved in, well, a few wars, but the one that is the most pressing is the North African Crusade. In the last episode, we've seen a lot of, swings and roundabouts in this chaos in North Africa. We saw the North Africans get to over 50% war score before the Crusaders turned the tides and got all the way to 76% war score, and it's now back down to 15. It's been going on for 5 years. The coffers are actually pretty good, the treasury. Income-wise, though, it's pretty tight. The way that Henri is financing this is essentially through raiding, and the raiding will continue today. The other conflict is domestically over essentially what is Western Switzerland and Neuchâtel, Bern, and Aargau in a war between the Empire of Francia and the Holy Roman Empire. So far, it's going really, really well. There's really not much there of interest. For Henri, the war score is at plus 75, so things are kind of going okay. Out of curiosity, I do want to take a quick look here. So there is a toehold in Sicily from North Africa. So that's an interesting one. But we're going to focus on what we're going to do here. What we're going to do here is continue on a raiding Bender. We're going to continue moving here along the coast. The loot so far is pretty good. And we're going to move our forces here to the next enemy court, and then head down south here to Medjerda and siege that down. Trying to keep the army well far away from all of this that's drawing the forces of Crusaders and North Africans into a mosh pit of a conflict. Just kind of this disoriented nature of it all really makes these conflicts just go so poorly, to be perfectly honest. But we're going to focus on our siege here. We got 9 months in this one, but the loot is pretty good at 61. To the serene Henri, I've heard good things about you, and I'm interested in starting a written conversation. So is this King Walter of Aquitaine? Start exchanging letters with Walter. Politely decline. Yes, I'm sorry, we do want to destroy you, and so I see no point in doing that. So now we can see the war score has dipped again in favor of the North Africans, and it is ticking further and further in that direction. As I've always maintained, no direct conflict for Henri. I don't see him changing the tide in a direct combat. See, this war is just about over here. So Francia will extend its holdings into Switzerland. There's a small army just to the south. Could have let ourselves be distracted, but I'm not going to do that. Your liege won a war with the Emperor, so that war is done. I hate that. They're trying to siege that back down. Let's see, how fast will that go? 58 days, 6 months. Let's go there and let's destroy one of their armies, or at least try to. Let's see if we can get there fast enough. So the grandeur has increased back to 9. We were at 10. And we will we get there before they leave? No, but we're going to chase them, and we're going to destroy this army. That is our goal here, and we will catch them before they leave. And the Battle of Izan is taking place, and we will win this battle. There's another small army there, who we will go after right away. Wait, where are you going? We're not leaving. And take on this small force with a small skirmish that goes in our favor. 8,000 troops. Now let's go straight down here. I was going to raid along the coast, but we're just going to go straight for this enemy capital. Because obviously, gaining enemy capitals does gives you a nice little bump in your war score. Oh, wow. 36,000 troops there. Moving along North Africa. We got 9 months in this siege as well. I'm going to keep an eye on that huge force. And possibly leave if they shift closer and closer towards us. They are coming. And I don't like that. So we're going to move up here to the coast. And potentially leave. And where we would leave to is here. Okay, they are coming. Lura Vendetta. The hole my nephew Adama's death has left in my heart remains, clawed open each time I think of his foul killer, and the justice that remains to be served. Day after day, the cruel logic of revenge dominates my thinking, fueled each night in fitful dreams, where I see Ilueth and all house Mathrafal, racked by the same grief my family adores. By God and sword. So this will be a feud against King Madog. But he is forgiving, so he won't get away. So we will make him a rival. An empty throne. Yes, yes, yes. It's time for me to pay Royal Court a visit. I will visit court when I see fit. Okay, so let's see which direction that army is going. If they shift over this way, we are going to leave. No, it looks like they're heading back to the west. So we will remain where we are for right now. The stolen keg. I caught these two hiding in the pantry. A very irate cook shouts at me, dragging my daughter Arsind and Baudouin in tow. Baudouin has stolen a whole keg of wine. Arsind tried to put it back by herself before I noticed, but no such luck of her, she says angrily. It seems as if my ward is a little troublemaker, but one that had a change of heart. By herself? That's very diligent of you. Good girl. You see this very large force of North Africans up here. When they get here, we're going to leave. But they're just not interested in that. They are trying to siege stuff back. The Crusader armies are here, but they're not really gathering in strength much. These crusades sometimes are just so annoying. We've got a new diplomacy lifestyle perk. We will unlock embassies. Each alliance grants +1 to diplomacy, so we will unlock that. And then we have to go down that little branch there. So we do have a number of prisoners to ransom out, and that's always a nice way to get some cash. So go through these. Nobody for a hook. I don't really care about that right now. It's about bringing in cold, hard cash. So here, this large North African army is now moving into this highly disorganized Crusader force. And we'll have to see. Let's actually take a look at this one. You've been overwhelmed by stress, mental break, wanton desires. I must sequester myself to avoid temptation. Perhaps a new view of God will help me. Convert to polytheism. No. I will bite my lip and try to stay focused. No. He's going to become reclusive. King Lorenzo is no longer your friend. I mean, his mother was a recluse. So our friend Edouard has died. That seems to have pushed him over the edge. Or will he bite his lip and continue on? Let's see, he is forgiving, he's lazy and trusting. bargainer, a patriarch. He's a good man. You know what? He's going to bite his lip and try to stay focused in this. So let's take a look here at this rather large battle. See who all is going to be drawn into it. If more and more come in, will this be the huge decisive battle to finally swing the tide of this entire crusade? I mean, it's huge, and it is a victory indeed for the Crusaders. And now the war score has ticked a little bit more in favor. So we're going to move back over here. We're going to take on that army there. Now it's back to 16% in favor of the Crusaders. If we could just make big enough inroads fast enough, this could do it. Coveted claim. Marguerite, my spymaster, frets all through the day, evidently attempting to find the right words. At last, as we make our way to dine, she begins sheepishly. My liege, I hear rumors that Nicholas, the King of Italy, has come to see you as the focus of his enmity. He talks openly of the illegitimate King of Anjou. I shall write Nicholas at once. So he gained 10 opinion for 10 years. Okay, now we've got another battle here of Annaba against the same host. Oh, here comes a very large army. We're going to win this battle. So victories are, this is a retreating army. And now we're going to try to recapture this. And just keep an eye on that. We're 7,500. Greetings, my benign liege. Come to Angers to pay homage. Count Aubry of Avranches. We will see him in, and it's the usual pleasantries. I will not reread this over and over and over again. There's a large army there. They are turning to the left. They engaged there. I wonder if we could get there in time. A claim on Alençon. Countess Melisande gets a claim on Alençon once again. So we've seen that a few times in that province. I don't want to break off this siege, but they are, if that army, are they going to join? Are they going to join? They do. We would not be able to get there in time to turn the tide. Let's see, where are they? In fact, go away. We're not going to get there in time to turn the tide, but they could weaken that army enough that we could get in there and maybe have a decisive victory against them. Oh, wait. No, 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 we are leaving. That's 11,000. We're not going to mess with that. In fact, we're going to go all the way over here. And that army's coming towards us. We're going to meet them here just by happenstance and be caught in a battle in the desert. I want to go over here and siege down that capital there. And finally make some further inroads. We've lost a counselor. And we need a new chancellor. Duchess Caesarea the Cruel. Yes, we will assign her. So they got 10 months left on this siege. And they've all moved over this way. Again, they're going to come right into this large group here. So we're going to keep an eye on this. There's a scheme at court. My spymaster has come to me with grave news. We do not know yet who. Someone is plotting to kill my courtier, Eleonora. I'm not too concerned about that right now. And if they could just form up and move here, they could destroy this host and possibly just be done with this. But again, CK3AI in war is problematic at times. See here, now they should all move to take on that army, because again, now they've won a siege. Okay, let's take a look at this battle here, the Battle of Orania, and it is shifting in favor of the Crusaders again. This will be another victory, a decisive one, no less. And that's a big push there to 53% war score. And we are looking over here. And we've got 6 months left on this siege. And let's see. Can we ask him for gold? We will ask our head of faith for gold. Because give me the cash, baby. Give me the cash. We're going to go down that line. I really want to get this crusade to finally be over. And then we'll shift our focus back inward in our own realm. Probably do a grand tour. And go back to domestic issues. So that was a nice siege one there. And now we will move here to this capital and siege down this one. And just try to push this over the edge. As we siege down enemy capital after enemy capital, that can really help. So we got 8 months left in this siege. I mean, I'm not too concerned about this army here. We could take care of them. So here we see another host gathering. The Crusaders' victory! Victorious crusade. St. George has granted King Fulk victory in the crusade for Tahert after defeating Ishak and his heathen warriors on several occasions. Our warriors forced the enemies of the faith to admit their ignominious defeat. With the occupied lands firmly under the leadership of a pious Catholic ruler, we can rest assured that the divine will of St. George has been enacted. This is a glorious day for all true followers of the cross. St. George is with us. So, crusade, and we will say, so be it. Disband our troops, and we're going to hit pause and take a little look here. We have a number of ransoms we have to go through, but the world has shifted. Look at this, we've got 10,000 prestige, 1,600 in piety, 4,000 gold in the coffers, and we have changed, once again, the geography of the world. We have the Catholic Kingdom of Tahert, now ruled by King Fulk of Tahert, a Bourgogne-Comte. Interesting there. We've, of course, gained a lot of cash out of this whole thing. Sicily is now extended here into North Africa. Other than that, not much has changed. Look at the Mongol. Holy moly. What just happened? The Mongol Empire. Look at this. This happened in this time. The Mongol Empire has conquered the HRE and now covers all of Asia, Central Asia, the Near East, Anatolia, Greece, the Byzantines, and the Holy Roman Empire have all fallen to Kagan Argun Aga of the Mongol Empire. Whoa. Whoa, this is something huge. Now, I'm sitting here going, oh, look, we've done something here. We got Tahert. Sicily has gained something. The papacy is still here, but we actually have the Mongol Empire sitting here right now. Wow, this is huge. The Holy Roman Empire does not exist anymore. The German states have been completely broken up into all its small parts. Look at this. The Byzantines, the Balkans, the Near East. I mean, you've got Khorasan still here. But this is absolutely insane. If we take a look at the Mongol Empire in all of its giantness and really destroying the Holy Roman Empire, and the Byzantines are gone. They are wiped from the map. And we have a huge Mongol Empire now on the border of the Frankian Empire, surrounding Hungary and Poland, edging into Denmark. Wow, and of course the Ruthenian Vladimir Novgorod states as well. This is huge, going into the Hashemids and pushing Jerusalem. And then, of course, the the completely decentralized states here in India and South Asia and Central Asia, here in Tibet. This is huge. This is a big deal right now. And 53-year-old King Henri is trying to understand what this all really means now as the Mongol Empire. This is the largest Mongol Empire I have seen on CK3. And maybe even any Crusader Kings. Especially this far in, 1260. This is huge. They are the powerhouse. Now, of course, it can all absolutely fall apart. The key thing here is destroying the Byzantine Empire and the Holy Roman Empire and decentralizing all of this. If and when he passes away, he's got a single heir. He's got 2 male heirs. I mean, he's only 34. That is huge. I mean, it may only be a matter of time before the Mongols look at Hungary, Croatia, Poland, Ruthenia, all of these Rurikid states over here. Whoa. Man, Denmark could be next. But of course, Francia is the big one. The big one that could really pay a huge price. Now the question is, how do we react to this? I mean, first we need to focus internally here a little bit, but we've got stuff we need to do. We can go restore Holy Roman Empire. This is something we could go for. So what we'd need is push into the HRE. I mean, that's not really something we're interested in. We need the title Germany. You must control at least 3 kingdom titles. Your realm size 140 or more. We've got 51. Yeah, so we can't restore the HRE. Something we could move towards. But that's not really of massive interest to us. What I do want to do is what we're going to do. Got things here in the royal court we need to take care of. My king, your knight Hran, he just won't stop eating apple tart. Marshal Giraud stammers. Right at this moment, I spot Hran exiting the pantry, carrying a pile of apple tart in both arms. By God, man, pull yourself together. And a healthy rivalry between meddlesome fighters is to be expected, but the growing discord between Giraud and Mathieu is souring the mood at court. Giraud is widely regarded to be more skilled, but Mathieu clearly takes issue with the assertion. In the middle of an audience, the latter bursts into my throne room and, clutching his sword hilt, cries, "Giraud, only one of us can claim to be the king's most skilled knight. Meet me outside and I will settle the question." Giraud replies weakly, "I would cut you to pieces where you stand if it was not for the presence of my lord, you weak boar. Apologize and I will spare your life." Okay, may the best knight win? Possibly. Take their swords, give them training blades. I will humble you both. No, you are on the same side. No, I don't want them to die. But we will go down that route. So now we will look at decisions here. Sorry, activities. And we will do a grand tour. We will plan the grand tour. Majesty tour, intimidation tour, taxation. No, majesty is definitely something he would be more interested in. The realm has grown a lot. Last time we were in Iberia. This time we are going to go here into France. So we will add Le Mans, Alençon, Avranches, Bayeux, Évreux, Rouen, up to the north, down to Orléans, and Poitiers. So cost of 1656, it'll take 6 months, and we will go through those French lands. So we need a caravan master. And Aublay, he's a gracious adventurer. So we will appoint him to that. We've got mercenary guards. We'll keep that. Do we have anything else we could do? Hire a forder. We don't really have any issues there. Forest guide. Cultural ambassador. Nah, we don't really need any of that. Do we need the mercenary guards? Yeah, probably. Keep that. So that takes care of that. And you seek to distribute justice and even the pettiest criminals within your realm. Altruism. No, we'll go with altruism because he's a nice guy. And activity options. Modest entourage. Yeah, that's a little bit more befitting of him. Essential luxuries. Extravagant luxuries. It's going to cost us 2,200, but we will do a grand tour thusly. Cost us a good bit of cash, but I'm okay with it. What else can we do? Let's take a look here. We need a guardian for our son. Our son, we're going to go marshal with him. He leans a bit that way. Giraud. He will be then his guardian. Can we negotiate any of these alliances? No, not at this time. We have people we can ransom. So we will do that real quick. So before we start our grand tour, I think this is a good time to end today's episode. It's a little shorter. I will admit that. It was all about ending the crusade. Obviously now the huge change with the Mongol Empire is something we need to keep an eye on. In the next episode, we're going to do the grand tour, and we're going to reform our culture a little bit. So I hope you're okay with a bit of a shorter episode today, as the next one will be heftier as we look internally and kind of figure out what to do with the Mongols. I would be curious about your opinion on this Mongol Empire and the overall change in the geopolitical situation here in Europe. Until next time, I'm Rambler. Please don't forget to hit like and check out the links down below. Until next time, I will talk to you soon. Bye.